लाख से भी ज़्यादा IoT एक्सपर्ट की आज जॉब मार्केट में डिमांड है और ये एक ऐसा प्रोग्राम है जो हमारी लाइफस्टाइल को बहुत ज़्यादा आसान कर रहा है, क्योंकि ये इंटरनेट से थिंग्स को कनेक्ट करता है एंड इसकी वजह से हम कहीं भी बैठ के अपनी चीज़ों को ऑपरेट कर सकते हैं। बट दिस इज नॉट इट। इसके बारे में हम और भी डिटेल में जानेंगे हमारे आज के IoT एक्सपर्ट डॉक्टर अनिल सरोलिया जी से। ही इज द प्रोफेसर ऑफ हेड इन द इंजीनियरिंग डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ एमिटी यूनिवर्सिटी उज्बेकिस्तान और इन्होंने खुद IoT प्रोग्राम ऑनलाइन मोड से किया है। सो आज हम इनसे लेंगे इस प्रोग्राम से रिलेटेड कंप्लीट डिटेल, साथ ही ये भी जानेंगे कि कैसे इन्होंने IoT प्रोग्राम को ऑनलाइन मोड से करा और आज ये एक बहुत ही अच्छी पोजीशन पे है। तो चलिए फिर कनेक्ट करते हैं डॉक्टर अनिल सरोलिया जी से ऑन आवर वेरी ओन शो एक्सपर्ट्स की राय। हेलो सर।
Yeah, hello, Pooja.
So sir, how are you?
I'm good. And how are you?
I am good. What is the time difference between India and Uzbekistan?
It's just half an hour. Like in India, right now it's maybe 1 o'clock over there. So here is 12:30.
So sir, you are the head of the department of IT and engineering in Amity University, Uzbekistan. So first tell me that how it is different from Amity University, India.
Actually, we are talking about the like Amity University. Both are almost same because we are giving here the Indian impact. The students here like more Indian faculty members, and only difference which I found is what cultural difference. Otherwise, things are same here, and we are giving all sort of the qualities which we are giving in Amity University India. We are giving all the things here, just technical part, or maybe understanding the problem of the students. All sort of like mentor-mentee process. Everything is same. Additionally, like some things what our Tashkent campus is fostering to the student is what we are giving multicultural environment. We are welcoming the students from diverse nationalities. So these things are making more this campus better than Indian campus. So these kind of distinctions ensures that we offer a unique educational experience. Okay. So that reflects the local context and global perspective at Amity University Tashkent. So these are the things. Otherwise, campuses are same, syllabus, curriculum,
And
everything.
No other countries have different teaching methodology.
We have different teaching methodology here, because the one of the thing which make difference between these two campuses are here students are more attached with their local dialects, local language. They are very used to with their Uzbek language or Russian language. The Russian impact is so high in these Central Asian countries. So it's a bit struggle for us to explain them in the English. But still, the students which we are getting in our university, they should have at least 6 IELTS score. So once they have expertise in English, so we don't find much difference over there. But still, local context are still challenging for us, and we are working on it.
Okay. So sir, you are specialized in IoT, Internet of Things. So what does that mean?
Actually, the term is very it's a combination of so many things like Internet of Things. People know what is the importance of internet, and now you can see in India it's hugely impacted. Everyone having mobile and the gadget with connectivity of internet. Even the street vendors, the street food shop person also doing digital transaction. So it's very important for us. Now the things is what is IoT. Actually, there are two terms I need to explain in a way, like Internet of People and Internet of Things. Accessing internet on for Facebook, Twitter, or for some social networking sites, that is called as what Internet of People, because it's going to connect people only. But when we are talking about Internet of Things, when the things start communicating in an automated way, like suppose I have a mug, and that mug is going to be empty after some time. And then I got some notification on my gadget like, my dear, your coffee is going to be finished, or maybe your coffee is going to be it's not more hot, so you need to arrange some other. If that kind of notification will come in a real life, this is what, because of IoT. So IoT connects what things, objects, I'm talking about just a layman, like a normal way when I'm teaching in India, I'm keep covering this example. Like a stone can also talk, communicate. एक पत्थर भी बोल सकता है. तो the student asking me, सर पत्थर कैसे बोल सकता है? वैसे तो बोल सकता है, आप पत्थर को उठाकर किसी को मारो तो पता लग जाएगा कितना बोलेगा वो. But that's a different thing. You know, the temperature. We want to sense the temperature of the surface, the stone temperature. If it's getting high, we will immediately come to know, like in that area so much, the temperature is getting high, so we need to do some arrangement, some water spreading is required over there. So that is what the IoT, it connects object. That is the main phenomena of IoT. Yeah.
And what is the scope of IoT professionals in India? And if you have any number of people, like they are professionals in IoT?
Yeah, actually, if you're talking about the perspective of India, because it's a developing country and so much scope is there, our Prime Minister is also giving emphasis on smart cities, digital India. So many cities have been selected for future to make them smart. So perspective is very high. The future of the students is very high in the field of IoT. And if we are talking about some figures, still, there is people are at learning stage. Companies are working on it. Industrial automation has been started in our Indian railway. We are talking about a maximum task is moving towards automation, and this automation comes through IoT. That is what industrial IoT. So obviously, future is bright. And if I'm talking about globally in terms of like kind of investment over there, IoT market itself projected to reach 27 billion in by this year 2023. And the contribution of industrial IoT in terms of kind of like projected market volume, it is about 10 billions. So the huge amount is going to be invested in this field. So it's really very helpful for all of us that the future is bright.
Amazing.
In our countries.
I was coming to the point where you said PM Modi, Prime Minister Modi is trying to make smart cities. So आपको क्या लगता है कि IoT उसमें कैसे हेल्प करेगा?
जो हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी का सपना है कि इंडिया को स्मार्ट मतलब एक डिजिटलाइज कंट्री बनाना, एक फुली फ्रॉम डेवलपिंग टू डेवलपमेंट स्टेज पे लेके जाना. So definitely IoT will play very important role, because IoT is not only one technology. It's a combination of so many things. It's a combination of sensors. It's a combination of analysis, data analysis is there. Artificial intelligence is also included in that. The infrastructure which is running behind IoT is what cloud. So many things are incorporated. And nowadays you can see, like during the time of pandemic, so many drones were helping to approach to the remote locations. IoT was there. So in transportation system, also intelligent transportation system, we require the presence of IoT. So when we are talking about smart cities, like IoT provide that opportunity to make the smart cities like smart energy management, and optimized waste management. So these are the things make a particular city as a smart cities. And when the cities will be smart, definitely our villages will also be smart. And that is what 70% population reside in India in villages. So obviously the dream is very high. PM Modi is working on it. We all are working with him. Under his good leadership, definitely our country will be developed after some years. So obviously IoT will play a crucial role to make our country from developing to develop.
So sir, you also have created this e-yantra. Tell us about that.
Actually, e-yantra was a life-changing project for me. Before that, I was not much aware about this kind of automation, robotics, and IoT-related things. In 2018, when I was working in Modi University, their Professor VK Jain provided me a kind of opportunity to participate in one of the national conference conducted by IIT Bombay and organizing somewhere in some college of Greater Noida. I went there, I participated, and then I found, because before that I was not very much freak with the gadgets and other things. I was good in programming, so I used my programming expertise in that. One of my fellow was there who was good in electronics, so we built some model and we shows like we can run this project, robotics project. And after some days, I found like, yeah, our effort was appreciated by IIT Bombay, and they gave us chance to proceed for the further levels. And level by level, we cleared that, and then after we were awarded by IIT Bombay to establish a lab in our Modi University campus, and they offered us, they provided us 6 robot kits, and every robot kit has the worth of 35 to 40,000. Although amount was not high, but the recognition was high, and from there we got an inspiration like we need to prepare a IoT lab and drone lab. So after that, students shown interest, and we purchased some drones for the students, and it's Modi University is an entire women's university. So when we see like the girls are taking advantage and building their dreams towards this field, it was really awesome. So my effort was there.
That's tremendous.
या सो अच्छा लगता है जब बच्चे सीखते हैं, और स्पेशली गर्ल्स जब इसमें अपना इंटरेस्ट लेती है. इट वाज रियली गुड.
सर, हमने देखा है कि कुछ सालों से आईटी का काफी ज्यादा बूम आया है, तो आपको क्या लगता है कि आगे जाके इसका क्या फ्यूचर होने वाला है, अगर हम बात करें अगले 5 साल की? तो
अगर मैं ग्लोबली एस्पेक्ट की बात करूं तो देखो, ग्लोबली या इंडिया, आजकल हम देखें तो इंडिया की पॉपुलेशन हमारी इतनी, हमारा गुड एडवांटेज है. लाइक पीपल आर सेइंग लाइक वी आर हाईली इन द पॉपुलेशन, बट द यंग पीपल आर हियर, एंड most of the people are moving towards STEM. STEM means साइंस, टेक्नोलॉजी, इंजीनियरिंग एंड मैनेजमेंट. तो अगर इसका देखें तो पूरे वर्ल्ड के हिसाब से डेफिनेटली आने वाले दिनों में बहुत बहुत ज़्यादा फायदा है, बिकॉज जो लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजीज में जो इंडियंस एक्सपर्ट्स निकल के आ रहे हैं और वो अपना स्टार्टअप लेके आ रहे हैं, दैट इज द मेन थिंग. वी आर मूविंग टूवर्ड्स स्टार्टअप. तो जैसे आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग, डेटा एनालिटिक्स, एंड दीज काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स आर गेटिंग क्लब टुगेदर, एंड then moving towards for the further innovation. So it's really give us boom, and definitely future is bright for the IT professionals. Increasing the reliance on the digital infrastructure, that is the main thing. And when the digital infrastructure will be built up, obviously there will be presence of automation, and automation can be achieved by the IT professional. So अगर प्रोग्रामिंग सीख रहे हैं, दिल से सीखो. अगर कोई टेक्नोलॉजी सीख रहे हैं, दिल से सीखो, काम आएगी हमेशा, और भविष्य बहुत अच्छा है.
तो हमने यहाँ पे ये तो जान लिया कि आईटी एंड आईओटी का काफी ज्यादा अच्छा फ्यूचर है. अब बात करते हैं इस प्रोग्राम के बारे में. अगर इफ आई वांटेड टू डू यूजी और पीजी प्रोग्राम, तो मुझे कौन सा प्रोग्राम करना चाहिए इससे रिलेटेड?
अब ऐसा अगर हम देखे जाए कि एक्चुअली क्या है, इंडिया में बहुत सारे प्रोग्राम चल रहे हैं. जैसे कि हमारे बैचलर ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग प्रोग्राम्स जो हैं, बैचलर ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी प्रोग्राम्स हैं. आजकल कुछ यूनिवर्सिटीज अच्छे स्पेशलाइज्ड बैचलर ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी लेके आए, लाइक बीटेक इन IoT also available nowadays, BTech in data science is available. बट फिर भी अगर मैं कहूँगा कि नॉर्मल से नॉर्मल अप्रोच भी रखें, तो 3 ब्रांच हैं जहाँ पे इंजीनियरिंग और या बैचलर BSc या BCA भी लॉक कर रहे हैं. तो कंप्यूटर साइंस इंजीनियरिंग, इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी, एंड इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स एंड कम्युनिकेशन, बिकॉज electronics and communication is moving towards to the signaling part or hardware part, and the computer science people will be good in the programming side. So although IoT, if we are talking about IoT, it's an interdisciplinary course. Mechanical engineer can also be part of it. Yeah. But अगर मैं देखूं मेरे हिसाब से computer science engineering or electronics communication engineering or IT, that will be good. And towards for master's side, the specialization definitely required, like in terms of if he or she is expert in embedded system, so PG in embedded system, like MTech in embedded system, MTech in data science, or MTech in Internet of Things. It is available nowadays in several IITs and good universities. So these degrees will definitely help the students.
And we talked about the programs, degrees. So what if a candidate will do it in online mode? Is there any difference in online mode or in distance or regular mode?
To be frank, just few years back when I started learning IoT, there was only one resource, one only mode for me to learn IoT is what online. So obviously I am very good favor in the online mode.
Online, okay. So you also have done it online mode?
Yeah, I have learned so many things through online, like some simulators were there, some emulation aspects are there. That is good to give an initial boost, to give an initial knowledge, to build up the IoT things. Online अच्छा है, बहुत कुछ देखने को मिलेगा. Resources are so much. We can collect the data. We can analyze the data. So many things are there, but things are happening in virtual mode. So to get that knowledge, to get a confidence, online mode is very good. But for industry demand, if you want to more expertise in that, we need to have some practical hands-on also, like how actually the sensors will work. Okay, I have sensors on in online mode, I will drag and drop and then sensor will come, but actually what is the power requirement of the sensor, and what is the power requirement of the motor which will be regulated, that will be done through practical hands-on. So both combination is required. But obviously, when get the knowledge at the initial stage to the intermediate stage, online is a good platform to learn and get the things.
So you have learned in online mode IoT, and now you're the professor, and you're the expert also.
Yes, yeah. I'm not thinking so. I'm just still learning for that. Yeah.
So have you felt any kind of difficulties in learning IoT through online mode?
To be frank, initially I had a knowledge of programming only. I'm good. I'm expert. I'm good in networking also because it was my domain. Initial my research area also. I've done PhD also in the same field. So in these two sectors, I was very keen. But I was not aware about the sensors. I was not aware about the hex code of that, like the electronics part of that. So that online sessions help me to understand these, like these are the sensors, these are the signaling requirement of them, something like that. So definitely online helped me. And once I brought, like initially when I started my own lab, I bring some gadgets like Raspberry Pi or Arduino Uno, some boards I have prepared, I purchased, and then I learn them means keenly, and then I identify like online is a good friend of mine who taught me all these things, and then I use them in my practical knowledge. So definitely it helped. But to be precise, online knowledge is good, but you must have a small setup of mini lab also with you so that you will be confident.
So, sir, is there any difference between the candidate having an online degree in the same program and another one having regular degree? Do they differentiate between the salaries?
एक्चुअली देखो, ये सब बातें जो हैं ये एक लेवल तक पर रहती है. अगर आपने 3 इडियट मूवी देखी होगी, उसने डिग्री, अगर उस मूवी की तरफ अगर हम सोचे तो डिग्री जो ली, बाद में वो डिग्री किसी और के लिए ली, और कितना प्रैक्टिकल वो जो पर्सन था, जो उसका कैरेक्टर है फुंगसुक वांगडू, जो कि रियल में एग्जिस्ट करते हैं, अगर हम उसके पीछे जाएं देखें, सो ही इज डन सो मेनी वर्क. सो प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज आपकी अच्छी होनी चाहिए. नॉलेज कहीं से भी लो, इट मे बी ऑनलाइन ऑफलाइन, नॉट अ बिग डील. इफ ए पर्सन डोंट हैव मच टाइम एंड डोंट हैव मच मनी, आई थिंक ऑनलाइन इज वेरी गुड प्लेस टू नो, बिकॉज आपके पास में इंटरनेट है आज के टाइम पे. So many internet service provider giving very cheap internet connection in India, and it's a very effective. So knowledge लेने में बुरा नहीं है, ऑनलाइन बहुत अच्छा एस्पेक्ट है. ये खेल है, मुझे नहीं मालूम कि कहाँ तक जाएगा, कि वैलिडेशन, डिग्री का वैलिडेशन होना चाहिए, डिग्री होनी चाहिए. आई थिंक द नॉलेज इज इम्पोर्टेंट एंड ऑनलाइन रिसोर्सेज आर प्लेइंग इम्पोर्टेंट रोल.
नॉलेज इज इम्पोर्टेंट. एट लास्ट उसी के बेस पे काम करना है, राइट?
अगर किसी में अच्छी नॉलेज है और उसके पास कोई डिग्री नहीं भी है, वो भी रिकॉग्नाइज हो जाए, बिकॉज द वर्ल्ड इज ओपन, द ग्लोबल मार्केट इज ओपन. सो I think online is playing a very important role, because if you're talking about the population, everybody cannot afford the expensive degrees. But if the online
you mean that there is a future of IoT if a person do it in online mode?
Obviously, it's really a very bright future for the candidates.
Also, how much of a salary expectation one can have after pursuing this program?
As such, actually, this project is this IoT concept is started just I may say worldwide 10 years before, effectively. So experts are still not much there in the market. So definitely salary aspects, if somebody have the initial knowledge of this in this field, Globally, the salary which is approximate, which I have observed, is what approximate $50,000 can be possible annually. So it's a good amount. And if an expert is there, which is having the hands-on of 6-7 years, approximate $100,000 can also be he can earn annually. So, or for the freshers like in India, maybe the package of 10 lakhs will be the good one for the freshers. Five, it may start maybe if it is a startup, because some of my students have launched their startup and they are offering salary to the freshers is what 5 to 6 lakhs. So future is bright.
So, sir, if I do this program, what are the key domains I look for before enrolling with the program? Like the key domains in the curriculum.
I can understand. This is what the general question of everyone. The IoT stuff, what we need to do, where we need to go. See, nothing is required to enroll before this particular program. Only thing is what the person need to be confident in the programming. One programming language should be. And nowadays the trend is moving towards Python. So if Python will be there, it will help in the data analysis and artificial intelligence. If a student have an idea of artificial intelligence and data science, it will give the added advantage. And the idea of cyber security, because this is the one major challenge towards IoT is what security, because data may be breached, leak, because sensors are in the open area. Like if I'm talking about smart farming, so smart farming is there in every some distance, maybe in every 2 meters or 3 meters, there are some sensors which is going to check the humidity, the moisture of the soil. And if such sensors will be damaged or somebody trying to breach, maybe the overflow of water can be possible, maybe underflow of the water can be possible. So security is very important in this particular field. Otherwise, no extra things are required. But if the programming is good, definitely the student feel more confident.
And let's suppose I have done the program and now I had a job also, but what are the difficulties I am going to face, like in top MNCs related to this niche?
It's not only for the IoT person, it's for everyone. Whenever the fresher is going to enter into the industry, the main challenge is what the peer challenges, the hierarchy challenges. What is the setup of the organization is there. If the for the freshers the environment is cool, they will definitely adopt the environment and they will give their best over there. For that, for the new candidate is required is what patience. You need to be very patient. Whatever the instructions coming, follow that from the peers or the superiors. And after slowly, when the effective communication is there, definitely a fresher can hold a grip in the organization and move and grow. That is what the general aspect. For IoT aspect, definitely when a student will be recruited in the company, he or she will be assigned with the role of physical layer, the bottom layer. And there maybe he or she can be given the task to connect this, do this. Maybe the high-end programming part will be given to him or her later on. So not a big challenges, only the adaptability is required and the patience. That is the main thing.
And so what is मतलब आपके ओपिनियन से क्या लगता है कि what is important, hands on experience plus application of knowledge in IoT field? If someone wants to look for a job, can online mode give this opportunity to them?
Yeah, I think we have discussed already about this. Both things are good, but to be personally, when I started my knowledge, means my the knowledge gaining things towards IoT, I learned through online platform. I told you, but practical hands-on is also equally important. So because the hands-on experience and the practical applications are crucial in IoT education. So what happened, they actually provide to bridge the technical knowledge and the real world implementation. I can prepare a prototype. I can prepare a small model, like smart irrigation in a box. I can prepare a small model. But the problem is that if that smart model is going to be implemented into a 20 acres land, then how the solution will go? So the real world implementation is really required. Online education playing their important part over there. Yeah, the online courses can offer virtual simulations, practical assignments, and interactive platforms for the collaborative projects. But still, practical hands-on is also required to solve the real life problem.
Also, sir, there are many working professionals and they wanted to change their profile or career shift. So, will IoT be the best choice for them?
Yes, definitely. IoT will be a good choice for them. I told you, IoT is an interdisciplinary platform. Suppose somebody is working in the mechanical domain, he was working in the machines and towards their kind of like automation, manual operations. And if you want to convert such manual operation into automation, there will be role of IoT. So everywhere, whoever work for 10 years, 15 years in some other field and want to switch towards IoT, he or she can easily switch because IoT is the combination of all other things. IoT singly, if I say अकेले अगर मैं IoT की बात करूं तो वो अपने आप में कुछ नहीं है, वो सबसे मिलकर ही बना है. So every ways are open to come in IoT and get an expertise in that.
So, after working for a while, if I freshly start this program, I can be a professional.
Yes, definitely. Why not?
And so, what are the top companies in India that are recruiting IoT experts?
All top brands are working through IoT, like TCS. You know, when we are talking about Tata, TCS is working for the software. TCS is mainly software industry. They are working projects for so many foreign companies also. But you know, in Tata is not only for the software solution providing company. Tata has Tata Steels, and nowadays Air India is also under Tata. So many things. So whenever for the machinery or for other aspects, automation is required. Industrial automation is required. Definitely, there is a requirement of IoT experts. So Tata is a big company who is recruiting IoT experts. In fact, Tech Mahindra, HCL Technologies. HCL is also having their hardware segment, so they require definitely IoT experts. And Infosys and Wipro also. So these are the top-notch company of India hiring IoT experts.
And so, what about the companies in abroad?
Companies in abroad, like if we're talking about that Capgemini, it's a France-based company. It's also hiring IoT expert. Apart from that, I just forgot the name of such. Even though Google is nowadays Google is working for artificial intelligence analytics and so many things, data analytics. So for their, like, Google Map is a good application of IoT example. Wherever we are moving and it's showing us. So market is open. All companies are looking for.
Also, sir, do they differentiate between the salaries of candidate having online degree or distance degree? Like, this is the question many students ask us.
Okay. See, when we're talking about the salary differentiation between the candidates with online degrees and regular degrees, it may vary depending on company to company. You know, many organizations prioritize the skills and experience over the mode of education. So, main thing is what your practical knowledge. How can you satisfy that? But I don't think there is much salary difference. But it depends on the criteria. You know, some companies are hiring. आपके 12th में 70% मार्क्स होने चाहिए, 10th में 70% मार्क्स होने चाहिए. अगर वही क्राइटेरिया लगा दिया तो जो गांव का बच्चा है बेचारा सीख के गया है वो उस कंपनी के लिए नहीं जा पाएगा. बट डेफिनेटली देयर आर गुड स्टार्टअप्स आर देयर. They are going to emphasize on practical knowledge. They are not going to emphasize on their degrees. And this is the best part, what PM Modi gives us, introduce so much startups. So future is bright. They should not afraid like कि हमारा online है, हमारा offline है, क्या होगा? Nothing is like that. See, performance will be depend on industry certifications, okay, and the practical knowledge, how much the he or she has have. So it provides, you know, greater significance in determining the salaries and the career progressions in the field of IoT.
So, and I have this very last query. And what are the main benefits of implementing IoT solution in industries like healthcare, agriculture, and transportation?
Yeah, very good question. Yeah, because it's a practically oriented question, and definitely through this people will understand the significance of IoT. So implementing IoT solution in industries like healthcare, agriculture, and transportation, it offers significant benefits like in healthcare, IoT enables remote patient monitoring. So Earlier what happened, when the doctor is not near to me, or I'm not going to check by the doctor, I may feel more worse, or maybe sickness is there. But nowadays we can take the help, even though I have a smart band, and if I have registered with some kind of remote monitoring units, they will check me that I am feeling good or not. So personalized treatment is nowadays available through IoT. Efficient healthcare management is possible through in the field of healthcare. If I am talking about agriculture, IoT adds in precision farming. बहुत अच्छे से farming होने लग गई है, अच्छे से irrigation smart irrigation is there, and the main part of the IoT is what crop monitoring. So how the crops are working, they required certain water, certain the other things which is. And if I'm talking about the last one is what you have discussed, like healthcare. Yeah, transportation. So transportation, definitely in India it's a big struggle, but when IoT is there, it facilitates intelligent traffic management and the fleet optimization and enhance the passenger safety. That is the main thing. If the passenger safety can be worked upon, our transportation can be improved. And how IoT helps in that, it's a sensor based things. If like ambulances moving on the track, and the other vehicles come to know in advance, just 5 minutes before, or maybe 10 minutes before, like 5 kilometers from the 5 kilometer, there is a vehicle is coming very fast, which is ambulance. Other vehicles will move aside and give the pathway to. So that kind of automation is possible.
So this means that IoT can be used everywhere, and it is the best way forward.
Yeah. One of the term is there, like cloud computing says platform as a service, software as a service. IoT says infrastructure as a service. So IoT says I can work anywhere. Just think and dream. The solution will be available.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for your time and the valuable information you gave us. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Pooja, and thanks to College Vidya who provide me this opportunity to introduce myself and share the views and the experience.